Shalom, Israel. I'm the brother Jim Shaquat Amam from the GMS Dallas camp. I got the brother Yaquan.
Shalom.
And we want to come back to you with part 2 of America Will Not Be Great Again. Okay? I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. All right, I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings out there to all the elect beings, His word, truth, and sincerity. Okay? I want to come back to you with another article. You know, this is once again this devil Trump, okay, being a good devil that he is, just, you know, outdoing himself, man. he's being great at his job, and man, we really just give him a round of applause in Great Millstone, man. You know, he's bringing a good end to the society, okay? So if the brother want to get that article, go ahead.
Con, I got you. All right. Oh, all right. Here we go. This is U.S. way or no way. Okay, and it says Trump arrested, or so like Trump treated rest of world as America's footstool at UNSC. You want me to read this part, or you want me to read down here?
Before you continue, I just want brothers to, you know, really hop in on that name, man, this article. U.S. way or no way. Now that's just the most proud thing, you know, I've ever heard, man. For them to be, you know, doing a meeting or, you know, a congressional, you know, order. They named this article U.S. way or no way, man. You see, you got it up.
Gone. All right. So reading down here, it says U.S. President Donald Trump at the UN Security Council meeting, September 26, 2018, and you know it shows a picture of Trump right here. And it says Donald Trump chaired the UN Security Council this week to deliver a thuggish ultimatum to the world to obey American orders on Iran or face retribution for not knowing to Washington's diktat.
They ordered another attack on, what was that, Iran?
It says, well, he's saying pretty much they gave him an option. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're either going to do this or you're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes concerning the orders on Iran, you know what I'm saying? So it says the world's highest forum for maintaining global security and peace was thus turned into a platform of brazen, criminal American rhetoric. The 73rd United Nations General Assembly in New York this week was a head-spinning spectacle of American bullying and arrogance, to the point where delegates couldn't contain their laughter at one stage over Trump's ridiculous, self-righteous speech.
Right. And we're going to stop right there, man, because, hey, this is unbelievable, man, okay? They in there laughing because this man is speaking so proudly, you know, and lawfully. You know, they can't even believe it. So let me get the scripture right here. Okay, this is Psalms chapter 17. I'm going to start at 8. This is a prayer of David, okay? It says, keep me as the apple of thy eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings. From the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. It says, they are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. This man is enclosed in his own arrogance, man. Okay? His own belief in him, his own self. You see? I just got one more scripture. It says, they have now compassed us in our own steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth. Last scripture. Like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. This man is full of himself, man, and there's no turning him around. He's going to bomb these countries. He's going to invade their economical structure at all costs, man.
Con, I got a precept. All right, so this is Proverbs 16. Start at verse 18. It says, "Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. But better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud." And that's what Trump has displayed throughout his whole presidency, man. That pride, that proud Edomite spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yep.
in that article, that's a very arrogant way of displaying his intentions. You know what I'm saying? Because he just said that look, that he gave an ultimatum, to make a decision what they were going to do when it came to the orders on Iran. You know what I'm saying? And it said right there that that they were that of American bullying and arrogance. Okay,
Yep.
because the scriptures when it calls America being the hammer of the earth, and that's what they do, man. These are examples of the things that they do, displaying their authority over these other nations, setting up embassies everywhere, threatening them, you know, esta- establishing their own governments over them. If they don't listen, they take them out, you know. But that's
We get that Job. I was like, y'all.
no, that was it on that.
We get Job 20.
Con, I got you right here. I'll read it for you. It says, this is Job chapter 20. You said verse 19, right?
Yeah, come.
It says, because he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he built not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired.
Right.
There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. All right, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's right.
When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right.
That's right.
It says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn and cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him.
That's right. He gonna get so high in his riches, man. He's not gonna see this low blow coming. You see? It's
Yep.
saying in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Because when he implements that chip, man, that's when all chaos is gonna happen. As soon as he implement that chip, that's the one of the last prophecies to take place. Man, this country about to go to hell.
God, that's right. You know what I'm saying? It says there, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Man, let's talk about them ICBMs. Because if you read down, it's talking about the glittering sword. You know what I'm saying? That's them missiles, shooting forth. You know what I'm saying? Because the scriptures also talk about a arrow that returneth not back, or something to that effect. Roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. Is there more on this? It says, all darkness shall be hid in the secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. And that's that fire not blown, man. Them thermonuclear missiles, man. Those intercontinental ballistic missiles, man.
That's right.
Because if you wanna get that in what is that, Jeremiah 50, we might as well bring that one out.
Yeah. What I was looking for where it talks about the famines. Was that Jeremiah 49 or is that in Genesis 2?
I'm sorry, say that again, Ak.
The fanners was I was sent fanners.
Oh, talking about the I know what you're talking about. That's
that 49 or that
It's 51. You can
Oh, that's 51.
yeah. You want me to get that one real quick?
Yeah, we can just get down on talking about how the skirmishes.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna start at the top. It says Jeremiah chapter 51 verse 1. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind." Verse 2. "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifted himself up in his uh, brigandine, and spare yet not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his power of the Lord of hosts, through their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel." You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going to happen to the nation of Edom, man, the so-called white man that you see here today in America, man, ruling over the nation of Israel. You know, for all the atrocities, all the wickedness, and all the evil that they've done unto the people of the Most High, man. This is their judgment, you know, and we can see it being made manifest, even today with the way that Trump is conducting himself against these other nations. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, they're going to get tired of his bullshit, man. They're going to get tired of America's tyranny. You know, hammering all over the earth. You know, they're going to get tired of that, and eventually they're going to retaliate. You know? But, I think there's more. It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense." You know what I'm saying? And that's true, man. We gotta flee out of the ways of this place, man. Out of America, out of the philosophies and ideals of America, man. We gotta cut those things off. You know.
Right. That don't mean literally flee and try to go to the condemnation of Israel, man. The current Israel state right now. That don't mean leave the country. That means spiritually get out of the ways of Babylon, aka America.
All right, let's see. It says, "He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad," man. So, you know, they've all sipped that cup of America, man. All that wine, them philosophies, those ideals, those ways of being, they've all drunken in that cup. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they getting tired of America's bullshit, man. Or you can see it now, but eventually they're gonna get to a point where they're just gonna say fuck America and completely annihilate this place.
Yep.
I believe that's in if you want to get that in Jeremiah 50. You can start.
You want to start at
1? Go ahead and start at 9.
Okay,
just to make the point.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9, it says, "For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain."
Yep, man. Them nations are going to gather up against America, man, and ultimately unleash that wrath that the Most High had reserved. You know, like it said right there, you know, from their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man, talking about them missiles, man.
Hey, can I get a precept out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, this Isaiah chapter 13, starting at verse 16, it says, "Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And that's going into when these missiles, before these missiles get shot off, these other nations gonna be at America's neck, man. Okay, the Medes, the Russians. That also goes for the Iranians. Okay, the Chinese, Moabites. Okay, these all these other nations gonna be on American soil, and it's gonna be martial law. They're gonna kill these kids, these women. You see, they're gonna be going in before the missiles actually get shot over.
Khan, yeah, I believe there's a little more on that.
Khan. It says, "And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah." Verse 20, it says, "It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there." So you notice that's how you know that the previous verse I went into is talking about Babylon, man, the daughter of Babylon, America, because they say this place is gonna be utterly destroyed. The Arabians not gonna pitch tent here, okay? Neither shall the shepherds make fold here, okay?
Right, like it says right there. It says, it shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what happened to those places. Let's see. Yeah, Khan, they were destroyed, man, by fire. Let's see. Can you go back to that Jeremiah 50?
Khan, I got you right here. It's Jeremiah chapter 50. We're gonna start at the end of verse 9. It says, "And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence shall she be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh."
Okay, hold up. Can you get me Revelations, the 18th chapter?
Khan, got you, brother. It's Revelation chapter 18. I'm gonna start at verse 2 or 3.
Start at verse 2.
It said, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird."
Right. Now remember we read that in Jeremiah 50. We're talking about how an assembly of nations shall rise up against Babylon. And how how from thence she shall be taken, the arrow shall be as a mighty excrement, none shall return in vain. That's what this is talking about. Like, go ahead.
It's verse 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication." So, you want me to read Revelation 18, verse 3? Or back in Jeremiah?
No, yeah, Revelations, keep going.
Okay, come. It says, "For all nations," Revelation 18 and 3, "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies."
Yeah, one of those ways that these other nations got rich through America was through slavery. You know what I'm saying? As well as other ways of commerce that, like trading, buying and selling, all these things. And as far as the wine, you know what I'm saying, all of them drinking that wine, man, that's them philosophies and them doctrines that they took in from America.
That's right.
All the delicacies that America has developed, these other nations have taken a part of it and become rich off of these things. Go ahead.
This Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, it said, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues."
Yeah, man, that's talking to the elect. You know, them men that, like it says in Revelations, that men that were virgins and in their mouth was found no guile. You know, those are those men that aren't going to be partakers of America's sins. You know, those men that aren't going to receive of those plagues, man. Talk about those plagues. Talk about that thermonuclear destruction. All right. It says, go ahead, keep going.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities."
God, all right, hold up. Before we keep going, I believe there's one in Nahum that I want to bring out, maybe. Let me check it out real quick.
Can I bring this precept out?
Yeah, go ahead. While I look this up, you bring that out.
Back in Revelation chapter 18, verse 3, when it was talking about how all the nations basically got rich, you know, off the abundance of her delicacies, and the brother had brought up slavery was one of the main key things that they got rich off of. It's a precept going into that. It says Isaiah chapter 51, starting at verse 20, it says, "Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in a net." That's talking about the nation of Israel. It says, "They are all full of the fury of Yahweh, the rebuke of the Most High," going into that punishment, which was slavery. It said, verse 21, "Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Thus said Yahweh, the Most High, that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee." And that cut those dregs was that slavery. It says, verse 23, "But I will put it in the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down that we may go over it. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over." And that's basically taking that slavery, you know, 1,000 times more, man. Okay, they basically walked over our backs, you know, physically and spiritually.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I'm gonna bring this out in Nahum, since we're talking about that, you know, going into that recompense that America's gonna receive, as well as the people leading it. You know what I'm saying? Like you brought out in Isaiah 51, you know what I'm saying, where it says, "Behold, I have taken thine hand and the cup, even the not that one." It says where it says,
"Oh, you asked me to get a scripture out?"
No, I was trying to find that one part. I can't remember where it was. It says,
You said the book of Nahum?
Yeah, I got it pulled up. I was just trying to remember that one part that you had just read. I can't.
Oh, in Revelations?
No, in Isaiah 51.
Oh, in 51? Oh, it says, 51 verse 21. Verse 22, it says, "Thus saith Yahweh, the Most High, that pleaded the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling."
Oh, okay, Khan. Yeah. So, you know, we drunk at that cup. That's the cup representing slavery. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to take it out of our hands, or out of the hands of Israel, and give it into the hands of these Edomites and these other nations as well. But more specifically talking about Esau. You know what I'm saying? Because like the brother just read, you know what I'm saying, they took the slavery that was on us, and really, you know, took it far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why in Isaiah the 47th chapter it says that they have very heavily laid the yoke. You know, they went the extra mile when it came to us being in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Did all kinds of extra shit. You know.
Right.
But yeah, I'll get it. I'll get it in Nahum. It says, this is Nahum chapter 1 verse 2. It says, "The Most High is jealous, and the Lord revengeth The Lord revengeth and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. And that's true, man. Like we read in Revelations that talking about how her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Like it says right here, the Lord will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies. Now, when you go into that word reserve, all right, and my computer will load. Okay, here we go. It says reserve or reserveth. All right. In the Hebrew, it says to avenge, take vengeance, revenge. Oh wait, did I pull up the right word? Salaki. Okay, reserveth. All right. Here it goes. It says to keep. All right, keep guard, reserve, maintain. All right. So look, I'm gonna look up that word. Reserve. All right, in the dictionary. There's a point that I wanna point out. It says reserve. If I can, I'm pretty sure this is the word I was thinking of. It says somewhere down here. It says, all right. It says right here. All right. So this is reserve, right? In a dictionary, it says refrain from delivering a judgment or decision immediately without due consideration or evidence. And that's what the Most High is doing, man. He's slowly letting that Esau build up that tab. So at the end, when he judges him, he can show him, look, this is what's been going on. This is what's happening. He done all these, and that's what we're doing, man. We're revealing that evidence. You know that all that evidence that's been piling up throughout the ages. You know that's what the men of the Lord are out there in the highways and byways doing, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High is, you know, once we finish with what we're doing, showing that evidence, the Most High is going to deliver that judgment. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is not going to. Okay, come on. No, you're good.
I gotta find it, but I was just letting you know. I want to get a precept pertaining to that. He's not going to judge them until what they've been doing is fulfilled. And I got it right here down.
Okay, Khan, go ahead.
Oh well, I got it. Because see, back in Genesis, you had certain covenants that we were given, but certain things couldn't take place until other nations had got done with their iniquity. Like right here in Genesis chapter 15. Okay, this is a vision that Abraham was given. I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, and when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, and horror of great darkness fell upon him. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. But in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. So that's just giving you an example of how the Most High is not going to act until a certain people's iniquity is full. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, Khan, that's a good precept, or that's a good example. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's why these Edomites, all the iniquity they committed, man, it seems like they never suffer or anything bad happen to them. But that's because the Most High is reserving that judgment, that ultimate payback, that recompense. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, that's it for Nahum. I believe we're in Revelations 18. Now, there's a lot of good points here in Revelations, but
Con,
there's a. I just want to hit some quick points, and maybe later on, maybe like part three, you can hit them, come back and hit them points. Let's see.
con. This is
Okay,
Revelations chapter 18.
start at verse
I
7.
started 7.
Or still, I can start at verse 6.
Con. Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. It says, Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Yeah, man. So everything that they've done to the earth, to the nation of Israel, animals, everything, they're going to receive double, man.
We just went into that in Isaiah chapter 51.
Right. Go ahead.
This verse 7 says, How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Man, that goes perfectly with Isaiah, the 47th chapter.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what? Keep going.
Verse 8, Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is Yahweh, power, who judgeth her.
And that's the ultimate judgment for this place. You know what I'm saying? For the whore that rideth on the beast, man. That's her ultimate judgment is to burn with a fire unquenchable. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 9, And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Yeah, man, they're gonna be watching, man. The whole world's gonna be watching when America receives that judgment. You know what I'm saying? You got all sorts of ways to view this event. You know, all the satellites that Esau put up there, man. The whole world's gonna see. You know, go ahead.
Verse 11, And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Yeah, man, America's gonna be destroyed. So all these other people that are still making money off America, all this trading and everything, all the merchandise that they were buying and selling, all that all that business that was going with America, man, they're gonna weep and mourn. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna be able to do it no more.
And that's beautiful too, man, because these American, man, honestly, that's stupid. A lot of stuff that America buys from these other countries, they can do it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
God, and it gives you some examples, or a lot of examples in the next few verses of all the things, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't gotta read all that. You know, you can just jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15, The merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, Alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple, and scarlet, and decked with gold, and precious stones and pearls. For in 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Yeah, because that's mostly how America receives their merchandise, right? And how they deal. You know what I'm saying, with these other nations, man. You like when you ever see them big ass ships, you know what I'm saying, with those big containers, you know, the different colored containers on top of those ships. You know what I'm saying? That's how America, how do you say, trades. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead.
Verse 17. It's like verse 18. And cried when they saw, it's like, I'm starting at the middle of 17. And every shipmaster and all the company of ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood far off, and cried when they saw the smoke of a burning, and said, what city is like unto this great city? I mean, damn, these people is like really crying.
Right.
And they can't and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and weeping, saying, at last, that great city wherein were made rich, all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costings. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
Yeah, man. It's all this all that's going to happen within an hour, man. That's how quick it's going to be destroyed. You know, all the years and all the many years that it took to build America to a point that it is today, man. It's going to be brought to naught in less than really less than an hour. You know what I'm saying? But that's really the point on that. I mean, you can keep reading on this, but we're really just going into the destruction of America, man. We can really go into that later on. But let's see. Did we finish that off in Jeremiah 50?
It's a more to it, you know, if you want to
Okay,
read a couple more scriptures.
Go ahead and start at verse 11.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 50, chapter 11. It says, because ye were glad. I'm going to start at verse 10 because it's short right there. We just get that backdrop. It says, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. That's the elites of Edom. And all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahweh. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
And that's ultimately what it boils down to, man. Ultimately, Esau has destroyed and very heavily laid the yoke on the nation of Israel, man, and that's why these things are going to happen to them. You know, that's why they're going to go into slavery, and you know, that's why they're going to die by the sword. You know, that's why all these things have to happen, because they did it to us. You know what I'm saying? They still doing it to us to this day. You know, that judgment is reserved and is waiting to this day, man, and it's gonna happen. You know, it has to happen. Go ahead.
Verse 12, it says, your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed.
That's talking about Great Britain. All right. Go ahead. You know, because out of America came, you know, out of Britain was born America. You know. Go ahead.
It says, behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. So let's come full circle, man. These other nations are going to be dry land deserts too.
Yeah, go. Keep going on that.
It says, verse 13, because of the wrath of Yahweh, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues.
So it's just going to be a big pile of fire and, you know, ash and brimstone and all kinds of, you know what I'm saying? So it's going to be completely destroyed to where nothing's going to be able to live in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Well, you know, except for maybe like the beast, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, not, you know, later on, you know, or let's keep going.
It says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against Yahweh.
And that's why we're talking about those ICBMs, man, those missiles. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, a majority, or not a very good amount of these other heathen nations have nuclear weapon capabilities. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures talk about an arrow or the glistening sword or the arrow that returns not backward. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's
Con.
talking about. Let's see. I mean, you could really keep going, but that was pretty much a good point right there. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to go into that Isaiah 47. But you know what I'm saying? We can make that. We can make that part three.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want to continue making some points on these in Jeremiah and Revelations 18 as well. I mean, we also need to get that in Revelations 11. You know, so we're gonna end it off here on this. But there is gonna be a part three going a little more into this topic.
That's right.
Or you got anything else?
Man, that's it, man. Hey, we doing this so this devil can come down even quicker, man. Okay.
Khan, all right then. Well, with that, I'm gonna say Shalom, Al Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai,
Hashem Kakodash.
Bahashim Rakakwadash. All right. That I'm gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.